Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a really kind of fun reading for you guys where we're going to be delving into goals and dreams coming true, how to manifest your best life now, what you should do to make it happen. So we're going to be delving into how to basically manifest your best life, what you need to know in order to do that. We have three groups. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Please do remember this is a general reading and not a personal one, so there's absolutely no reason to take anything personally if it's not resonating. Just take what does, leave the rest. If you feel called to listen to more than one group, there's obviously a reason for that. This is all about trusting your gut, your intuition, and going with it. So if you'd like to see more readings like this, you can head over to my Patreon. And the link to that is in the drop-down box. Plus, I do monthly personal readings over there as well. So anyways, let's get started with this. Choose your group and let's get into it. Chose group 1 with the moss agate. This is going to be your reading. Let's take a look and see what comes up for you guys. So, well, first up, we have Yule's night. So obviously Yule could be a very important time for you. Maybe even December 9th. Yule is usually around the 21st of December, 22nd, 21st, just depends. It also depends on what hemisphere you're in, okay, as to what month it happens in, so pay attention to that. We do have, oh wow, look at this. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Star, and we have the Fool, not bad. We also have manifestation. What you seek is seeking you. Okay, I got to say something weird about this. I've been seeing this phrase a butt ton lately. So obviously this is something nobody takes into consideration this, I don't think. Only maybe someone out there does, but literally the thing that you're seeking often is also seeking you as well. But are you on the same wavelength? Are you vibing the same, vibe as this specific thing that you're trying to manifest? That's the question here. So we also have banish, manifestation again. So this came up twice for you guys. And we also have protection. Now these have meanings on the other side, but I do feel in this case, it's very important. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is like, inheritances. This is family traditions, stuff that's like got a strong family tradition or strong family ties. We have the Star, and then we have the Fool. This is Uranus energy. This is Aquarius energy. I do feel in this case, for some of you, there is definitely a need to banish and protect yourself from any negative kind of energies coming at you that could actually extend from a family member, or also something that was instilled in you maybe at a very early age, childhood or something that is not very self-promoting for yourself. Like it's like basically something that like makes, like somebody said something to you along the line that just made you feel real bad about yourself. In this case, it's time to let go of all the things that you're clinging to that are no good. But also this could actually have to do with a family legacy or, some kind of like past life connection that you are here to break the chain of. Okay, and like literally manifest a new beginning, because the Fool card is here. This is, and it's written in the stars. It's has to do with, I don't know, it's like the clues are definitely in your natal chart. Okay, they're definitely showing you what the hell you're here to do, why you're here to do it. We do talk a lot about this over on my Patreon if you're interested. But in this case, it's very like you're here to basically manifest amazing shit into your life. But in order to do that, there needs to be a breaking of a cycle, a needing of banishing, negative beliefs that have been carried on. Like you inherit your ancestors' negative beliefs, their negative shit, as well as their positive stuff. So in this case, you're here to heal that and break it. If you want to manifest what you're trying, your best life, and if you're trying to attract something in, this is a requirement, no doubt about it. You have manifestation twice, and you have banish and protect. You have to protect your energy. Perhaps way in the past, somewhere down the family line, somebody placed a curse on your family, or like literally, and the family members bought into it and they believed it. So they carried that negative energy from generation to generation. You are here to break that shit. You are to end it. Okay? Yule could be a very important time period for you in doing this. Maybe this is when it will finally break. There's could be some epiphany or insight, or literally messages from your guides that come through, or some kind of resulting of a manifestation will occur around Yule, which is in December. So keep that in mind. So, and obviously it's important now, in order to manifest this stuff, you have to take that leap of faith, and you can't be afraid. You just have to do the goddamn thing. You know, if you've been like really wanting to achieve a specific goal, or like start a new career or something, instead of thinking about it anymore, now it's time to actually take action and manifest it and make it happen. But you need to banish and protect, okay? So let's take a look at these cards to see what banish has to say. Banish, release the past. Let go of the things from the past that are dragging you down. Gather a length of string and put a knot in it for each thing, experience, person, or belief you want to let go of. With a pair of scissors, cut off one knot at a time, saying, I let go of that which no longer serves me with each cut, okay? Now, I'm going to read protection before I get into these manifestation cards here. So the protection, it says witch bells. This is interesting. Throughout history, bells on the door have protected us from negative energy and even ill-intentioned spirits. I mean, think about it. It's like you have a doorbell, okay? Like the doorbell is there to not just alert people of a presence, but it's here for another reason as well. There's actually some lore and some history behind that, and we're going to get into that. So throughout history's bells on the door have protected us from negative energy and even ill-intentioned spirits. Iron and silver are popular choices for their connection to warding off the fae, but any bell will do. When you hang one, chant, guard our home, bell on the door, let evil forces come no more. So, you know, it's like I knew people, especially around Yule time, this is very interesting, who used to put like big old honking sleigh bells on their door. And so you would hear it like go off. And, you know, I've been at businesses where they do this, especially metaphysical shops. Like a lot of, you know, times they do have bells, at the door, like when you walk in and out. Now for some of you who work with fae, you know, then you would know that there are good fae, and then there are trickster ones, and ones that aren't so cheery all the time. Some of them might have a stick up their butt towards you and like literally want to fuck with you. So in this case, there's a need to protect it. Maybe that is literally what is stemming from past lives and stuff. There was something like this. Perhaps your ancestors are from Ireland. Perhaps they are from, you know, Scandinavia, or maybe parts of, you know, every freaking culture on earth, Japan, Germany, doesn't matter. They have, we all have our lore, even Africa, you know, everywhere, every place on earth has their version of the fae. You know, there's jinns, you know, there's different things. It just depends on what part of the world you're from is what you call them, or devas. And, you know, this is something that maybe protect yourself from the ones that aren't so loving, shall I say. Maybe you've ticked some off because you did something nasty in nature, and now you need to, you know, fix that. Or perhaps your ancestors did something like that, and now you are here to make amends and to appease that and fix it, okay? By doing stuff that is actually beneficial to the earth instead of destroying it, okay? Because let me tell you, nothing pisses the fae off like fucking with their environment. So then we have manifestation, and we have two cards. Obviously, manifestation is a big one for you guys, like literally working manifestations, especially in order to protect and banish. And that means to protect your energy after you banish the negative shit about yourself as well. It's not always coming from somebody else. Many people do not want to admit that they have faults and that they have, you know, not so pleasant sides, and, you know, their shadow self that they need to get a grip on and work with, and to literally stop, you know, negative self-talk and things like this. Again, these are habits that could have been picked up from the family line. So with the manifestation card, object enchantment. Make longer lasting spells by tying magic to an object like an amulet. Light a candle whose color speaks to your spell intentions. Hold the object in your hands, growing accustomed to its energy and focusing on your magical goal. Visualize your power streaming into the object. When the object feels full of energy, release your hands and shake them out to break up the flow. Snuff out the candle. Okay, so that's very interesting. And remember, manifestation, what you seek is seeking you. Keep that in mind, okay? Maybe there's really good things seeking you, but there's also some not so good things seeking you. So let's take a look at the manifestation card. I want to read this one to you guys. Let's see what it has to say. As soon as I can find it. All right, guys, with the manifestation card. Manifestation is the presence of turning your thoughts into reality. You have done it 100,000 times before, and you continue to do it every minute of your life, whether consciously or subconsciously. With manifestation, whatever you focus on is what you bring into your reality. For example, when we seek happiness and truly work for it, see, there's the key. You just don't wish upon a star and think shit's just going to fall in your lap. You have to actually back it up with intent, like go for it. And you have to take action and do the things that align you with that goal or whatever you're trying to manifest. And that's when the magic kicks in. It's like a kind of like a superpower, a boost to push you in the right direction and make shit happen. People come into your life, opportunities, etc. So, for example, when we seek happiness and truly work for it, we receive happiness. If you focus on whatever you truly desire, the laws of nature will work to deliver it to you. You are part of nature and the universe, so manifestation starts with you. Focus on happiness. Focus on your goals and desires instead of the problems and obstacles you might face. Take the first step towards your goal. Stop negative self-talk and be brave. The universe is always on your side. So there's a quote here. It says, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. So yeah, agreed. So there's a ritual with this card in particular. So we have these things down here which are suggested to you. And then the ritual, it says make a vision board. Oh my God, I cannot suggest these enough. They work really good, okay? If you actually like commune with them every day, okay? And you look at them all the time and really focus and realize that, hey, that's mine. That is mine. I'm doing this. It's mine. You know, it's like really like you're in the moment and you like kind of go into the image and it becomes a part of you, okay? And you vibe, you know, on the same level as that, which attracts it to you. So make a vision board. Vision boards are a powerful manifestation and visualization tool. Visualization also magnetizes and attracts the people, resources, and opportunities you need. So visualize your ideal life. Imagine every detail. How would it feel? How would it smell? I love that part. I always do that. I can totally smell things. Find pictures that represent your goals and inspire you. When looking for pictures in magazines, look for ones that immediately make you say, yes, this is what I want. Or like on Pinterest. Pinterest is great for this, okay? Remember to include a picture or words that represent how you want to feel. Loved, abundant, relaxed, healthy. To fully benefit from your vision board, place it where you can see it every day so you remain inspired, productive, and continue to send signals to the universe. Yes, I totally cannot recommend this enough. I freaking have done it for many things. Try it. It's fucking fantastic, whether you're trying to get in shape or whatever. You know, obviously the winter solstice is going to be a very powerful time for you. Perhaps some of you have been going through like, you know, maybe a little bit of a difficult time and you've been like kind of introverted for a long time. But now this is like saying it's time to get out there and go for it. You know, don't worry. Your guides and ancestors will show you the way, okay? Because they want you, they need your help in breaking this chain of negativity. You know what I mean? So spring is definitely coming. So what comes after winter? Spring. So rebirth will happen after this time period, most definitely. There's definitely, I feel like you guys, that optimism, you know, there is the glimmer of hope. It's just like sitting right there in front of you. All you need to do is find your true north and go for it, and it will happen. Use these techniques along the way to help you get where you need to go and make shit happen, guys. Okay? Take that leap. Go for it. You guys got this, okay? So that's it. That's all I have for your reading. If you'd like to see more readings like this, please head over to my Patreon. The link is in the drop-down box below. I do have monthly reading tiers as well, where you can get a personal reading with me every month. Thank you guys for being with me, and I will catch you next time. Hi, right group, for group 2. This is going to be your reading. Let's take a look and see how to manifest your best life now. Let's take a look and see. So first up we have, and sometimes she changes. And we have a mermaid in a bathtub under a crescent moon. Very interesting. So we have the King of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Wow. And we have the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. Oh my God. What? We have crescent moon. Keep moving forward. You got this. Holy shit. And you know what's so crazy is look at what we have for the crescent. You know, one's waning, one's waxing. That's fucking wild, you guys. Holy shit. So crescent moon period, like waxing, like, you know, when the moon is in the crescent phase, this could be a very powerful time for you guys. We have connection, we have resourcefulness, and we have cleanse. And look, she's in a bath. So obviously, part of the manifestation that you guys need to, in order to make shit happen in your life, you literally have to shed and cleanse yourself on a regular basis by, you know, doing salt baths. If you don't have a bathtub, you can still do this in a shower. Get yourself some salt scrub, you know, get some little shower steamers, you know, and keep those in the tub too. And, you know, really focus on cleansing your energy on a regular basis and just keep your eye on the prize. Why do I have a feeling that you guys get really distracted a lot of the time, and that throws you off your course and is not helping you to get where you need to go? I feel like this group definitely needs to be more resourceful. And also, there is some kind of connection, in particular to older men for this group, that is very powerful in making your dreams come true. In order to really freaking make stuff happen, you're going to have to tap into your intuition and learn about it, learn to work with it, learn your tells. Great way to start doing this is taking time to shut up, as I say on my Patreon, shut the fuck up and get quiet and just feel, okay? And literally be in your space, be in your skin, forget all your to-do lists, forget all your everything, and just connect with your own body, okay? And then like extend that energy out into your environment and get like the little tells and the little feels about what are things making you feel like, okay, around you, surrounding you. Great place, obviously, to do this is in nature. You can do it in your house. You can do it everywhere, okay? And if you live in a city, don't make the excuse, I don't have any nature near me. Bullshit. You have gardens, you have green spaces, you have parks, okay? There's always some place you can go. There's even in freaking New York fucking city, there's rooftop gardens even, okay? There's fucking a space, and there's Central Park, okay? There's spaces everywhere where there is some sort of greenery or garden, which you can just sit and get still your mind and just start to feel your own body. Ask your body, like, where are there blockages? What do I need to work through? What do I need to release? You know, after you get quiet and centered, and do this on a regular basis, the more in tune you are with the energies of nature and your surroundings, the easier it is to pick up on your tells when it comes to your intuition. This group really needs to hone in on that and start working with it more, because that is the key to making positive, good choices. Because I got the sense here that somebody here, or more than one person here, is definitely made a lot of shitty choices because they're not trusting their intuition and their gut. They're constantly questioning things or talking themselves out of things, or saying, oh, I'm just imagining things. No, honey, if you're freaking feeling very strongly about something, don't sweep it under the rug, even if it feels uncomfortable. Acknowledge it, because you're doing yourself a service when you do acknowledge it. You're doing yourself a disservice if you do not. You're going to cause yourself trouble. We have King of Wands and we have King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is got the money. I mean, damn, you know, this is very Taurus energy. This guy stalks the shit out of me too. Every time I do a tarot pull, he comes up. It's very interesting. So this is like the fruits of your labor coming into manifestation. Okay. You have the ability to, and like really attract, especially if you guys are trying to attract a mate. You're going to have them coming at you at all different sides. Okay. Once you attune to this energy and start changing shit up, cleansing yourself of things that are no longer serving you, keep moving forward, make positive connections, get rid of the negative ones, be resourceful. Okay. I feel like this group needs to network more. Okay. And like expand your horizon when it comes to friend groups and stuff. Okay. Most definitely. King of Pentacles is a fucking businessman. And then the King of Wands is somebody who's very theatrical, very charming, hot as fuck. Literally, this is the sex on legs tarot card right here. And these are mature individuals. These aren't knights. They're not pages. These are adult ass, grown ass men. Okay. And I have the sense here that you reaching out to older mentors could be very beneficial also in helping you to achieve your goals. There's somebody out there, he's all about the theatrics, the talent and stuff like this, whereas the King of Pentacles is more about, you know, the business side of things. King of Wands is definitely a leader in of themselves, but it's more like they're more flashy. This guy's more grounded, you know, I don't know. It's like very interesting. So let's take a look at these cards before I get into these to get some more insight. So for the connection, it says connect. Oh my God. I was totally saying get out in green spaces. Look at this. Connect with friends through gardening. Name your houseplants after your loved ones and give them extra care. If a plant seems to be doing poorly with no explanation, check in on its namesake. A friend may need you. Wow. I get the sense also this group, you might have a little bit of a green thumb. Okay. And literally like using, like working with plant magic, you know, green witchery, you know, hedge witches. I'm thinking of all the different ones that, you know, were working with plants and nature a lot. This group could definitely be very good at that. So you might want to look into that and delve into that a little bit more. Plant devas, work with them like on the regular, obviously. Mandrake. Grow some mandrake. I have some. There's two different kinds. There's American and European. All right. But yeah, this is the European mandrake right here that's pictured. You can see because it has the way it looks. It's totally different than the American mandrake. But that I'm feeling, you know, obviously working with, oh, you know what's so weird? I almost used my mushroom oracle deck for this, which is really fucking cool because it tells you all the medicinal uses for and the purpose of mushrooms, like different types. And then of course the messages are fantastic in this deck. But you guys, I'm looking at this and it's just like, perhaps there's some type of mushrooms that you need to start working with. Lion's mane is coming up into my mind. Chaga. Yeah, look into the medicinal properties of mushrooms. I feel like maybe you guys could even be really good at healing people with like herbal medicine if you like learned about it and like went to school for it or something. Holistic medicine. Very interesting. So resourcefulness. Weekday wisdom. Amplify any spell by performing it on the day of the week that is best suited to your intention. Sundays are best for creativity, hope, and victory. Mondays are for dream magic, healing, and memory. Tuesdays are excellent for protection, wealth, and banishing. Wednesdays are for communication, travel, and releasing fear. Thursdays are for fostering love, oaths, and harvests. Fridays are best for harmony, friendship, and fertility. Also beauty and love because it's Friday is, you know, Aphrodite, Venus, Freya day, okay? So Saturdays are for freedom, building, and gift giving, and also protection and cleansing energy as well because it's Saturn, okay? So those are just some of them. There's even more listed for each day of the week. But obviously, when you are doing your manifestation, the days of the week, using like herbs and plants and stuff and summoning plant demas, what the fuck is a dema? Anyway, edema is swelling. Maybe some of you have some weird random swelling. And by taking salt baths and like literally drinking specific types of herbal teas and like using mushroom medicine could actually help like either a friend or you to not have so much swelling anymore in your body. That's weird. That came up. And literally we have cleanse. Also detoxing your diet. So we have wave goodbye to restless nights. Prepare your bed for a restful night's sleep by cleansing it of negative energy. Oh God, I cannot stress this enough, you guys. Make where you sleep peaceful and restful. Get rid of negative, icky, gross feng shui. Like regularly cleanse down your sheets, your bedding, spray Florida water on your mattress. I don't give a shit what you do. Just cleanse that crap like right away. Just do it, okay? So when we can't sleep, tossing and turning, this energy can sink into our bedding and carry into the next night. Banish restless energy for a better night's sleep by meditating on cleansing light when you make the bed, or misting the pillows with lavender water. Okay, that's another one. Lavender is very peaceful. Oh yeah, I cannot recommend. Lavender in a diffuser next to your freaking bed at night works great, especially if you get a lot of tension, headaches, or you have a lot of tension. Put lavender as well as wild orange. These are fabulous. Also dab it on, like if you have TMJ, take wild orange and rub it like right next to your jawbone, like where it meets your ear, and then behind your ears and your temples and then the back of your neck. Trust me, it works. I don't give a shit how it works. It just works, you guys. Do it. The lavender too, okay? It's very soothing, great for people who get a lot of headaches and stuff too, okay? Now, let's take a look at that crescent moon, okay? Let's read what it has to say about this. So for crescent moon, oops, I passed it. Okay, keep moving forward. You got this. You are being called to keep going, to not give up, and to have faith. The waxing crescent moon represents faith, courage, and the momentum of continuing forward. Life is full of lessons, obstacles, and miracles. Give your dreams and intentions the space and the time to bloom and flourish. Wild. Okay, where was I? Even if you are not able to see the fruits of your hard work, do not give up. Keep going. Chase your dreams. To obtain something you have never had, you must be willing to do something you have never done. Sometimes this requires challenging yourself or working harder than usual. Sometimes it is being patient and delaying gratification. No matter where you are in your journey, do not give up. Good things are just around the corner. And maybe you're being distracted by too much dating or too much thoughts of man meat or something like this, and you're looking for instant gratification by getting it on, getting freaky or whatever. But in the long run, it's better to be patient and just keep striving towards your goals, because then you're going to hit pay dirt and you're going to find not only like success and satisfaction in your goals and monetarily, but also in love. Okay. So the courage spell is the spell for this. It says the waxing crescent moon is the best lunar time for courage enhancing practices. For thousands of years, time was a symbol of courage and bravery in many European societies. Ancient Greeks, for example, mixed time into their bathwater. Holy shit. Oh my God. Wow, you guys, I've done this before, okay? And literally the bathtub is showing right here. Okay, so do this. You need to do this spell, okay? Trust me. So they also used so ancient Greeks, for example, mixed time into their bathwater. They also used it as an incense at their places of worship. Their use of time stemmed from the belief that time was the source of bravery. Women would give knights departing for war time leaves as gifts, as it was believed to bring great courage to the wearer. For this spell, you will need 1 glass jar with lid, water, a sprig of organic thyme. Place it would even be better if you grew it yourself. Holy shit. Everybody can grow herbs in their house. If you have a window, you can plant some seeds and grow herbs in a little container in your house. You don't even have to have yard space to do it, okay? Also, they have amazing grow lights nowadays that you can put stuff under and grow in a house. Trust me, there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a fucking way. So don't make excuses here. So place the sprig of thyme into the jar. Fill the jar with water and seal tightly. Place the jar outside under the moonlight for the thyme to infuse its properties into the water. Leave overnight. In the morning, strain into a clean jar. Store water in the fridge until use. Make sure to use it soon, too. You may drink this liquid courage or add it to your bath. So if you're putting it in, obviously in a glass container that, is for human consumption, clearly, duh. And, yes, how many people out there actually drink their moon water? You can do that too, It's not just about sprinkling around your house and shit. You can actually consume it, and you can charge it with herbs and different things as well. So just make sure that if you're going to put herbs in water, you know what the fuck you're doing. And you're not putting something toxic, okay? Got to say that. What is the one girl on TikTok? She always says, have fun and don't die. She does foraging and stuff. So yeah. Thyme, though, obviously is an herb. We use it in all kinds of cooking. And yes, you can drink the liquid courage. You can make tea with it. But obviously bathing in that thyme water, adding it to your bath is a good idea, you guys, for, having that courage. And speaking of that card, let's take a look and see some of the meaning behind this one. Okay, I'm going to read you the whole shebang on this one. I didn't do this with the other group, but I'm going to do it for you guys. This is a new deck too. So, we are not always the same person. We are ourselves, yet all of ourselves cannot be simultaneously expressed. We shift and change, bend and shape ourselves to people, situations, and we are sculpted by time, the elements, the energies, the soul's journey. Sometimes it is best to understand that we are changing creatures, evolving in response to our own needs, our own destinies, and our own environments. We evolve, and we also become able to find those safe spaces where we can reveal the parts of ourselves that others have found impossible to believe in or to comprehend or to even love. Not all of ourselves are as others would have us be. To be entirely ourselves, like this solitary witch, we must find a haven within or without in which we can transform. During her bathing ritual, the solitary witch has connected with her mer self. It's mermaid too. Oh my God, this is so cool. All right, anyway, to others, she seems weird, inhuman, or unrealistic, but she feels that she is home. Make space inside and outside of you where no other will judge you, and where you learn not to judge yourself, where you accept the mysteries of who you are and who you may yet become. We are evolving creatures of mystery, and who you once were is no longer who you are today. You are always changing, flowing through forms, reshaping the self you have created in your image. Be your own creation. Allow the unacceptable parts of yourself to find a home, for within them is pure, deep magic. And for those of you who are predominantly fixed energy modality in your natal chart, you're going to have a struggle with this, but you need to do it. This message especially rings true to you, okay? It's time to go with the flow, stop trying to control everything, and, just be comfortable in your own skin and realize shit changes, and that's life. Okay? So, private witch ritual that it reveals aspects of self you may have been unaware of. Finding the elemental part of yourself through immersion in that element. So, working with specific elements during the moon. And obviously for this group, I feel like Earth is going to be predominant for a lot of you, okay? Because we have all that herbal, stuff being mentioned and stuff. So, okay. All right. Complete self-love, acceptance, and acknowledgement. Observation and acceptance of the new aspects to you of the self. Validation through the true seeing of yourself. Feeling completely free to be the self that others may not wish to see or validate as even existing. Oh, honey, trust me, you'll never feel so good as to not give a flying fuck as to what other people think. Trust me. Just be you. Just be yourself. I'm not telling you to go out and be a bitch or something like that, or a dick. I'm saying just be yourself. Be that wonderful person that you are, because believe me, people out there will appreciate you. Not everybody is going to, but your soul tribe will come to you, and the people who are meant to love you in this lifetime will show up when you are your real self, okay? Understanding that form is illusionary and can be shaped and changed. Deeper connection with sensuality, a desire to move beyond restrictions, you guys, and then there is also a warning, kind of like reverse message with this that says feeling change, but limiting its expression. So for some of you, this is why this is coming up, because you're so afraid of change and you're limiting yourself because you're afraid of it. Being unsure of whether a change you desire is positive. That's not listening to your intuition. What did I say at the beginning of this? Quit questioning yourself and trust your gut. Trust is huge with this group, okay? So a restriction and rejection of mysterious aspects of the self. So this is basically calling you guys out. Not allowing the time to contemplate or feel into who you are becoming. Being unconscious of the ways you have limited yourself to please others or satisfy their expectations. Rejection of your sensuality. Ambivalence regarding sensual pleasure and your worthiness to enjoy adventurous satisfaction. There is something that limits manifestation. The number one thing that will kibosh you every fucking time is not enjoying pleasure. That's right, folks. Believe it or not. When you start questioning it and you start asking why do I not have this, or you will find that it all stems from being afraid to enjoy yourself and afraid to be yourself, afraid to be sensuous, afraid to, enjoy the pleasures of life, feel the beauty all around you and recognize it, to even get in a sexual relationship with somebody or any kind of relationship in general. Okay. Afraid of being rejected all the time. You're afraid of everything that is keeping you from pleasure. You are essentially rejecting pleasure. This is what shuts you down and blocks you off and builds those walls that keeps the good shit from coming in. It's time to stop that. Obviously, cleanse yourself. Take the advice of the cards here. Learn to use your intuition more. Get out in nature more. Get grounded more. Trust yourself, okay? Trust that the universe will provide, okay? Believe me, it will, okay? You just have to get rid of the shit that's fucking blocking you. So anyways, guys, that's it. That's all I have for this reading. Thank you so much for all your support and watching my videos. Please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to see more readings by me, head over to my Patreon. The link's in the drop down. I do have monthly reading tiers as well for those who want to have personal readings. So that's it. That's all I have for you. I will catch you next time. My last group, my Larvikite group, we're group 3. This is going to be your reading. Let's take a look and see how to manifest your best life, guys. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Well, first up, we have Spells of Rose and Cacao, okay? We also have the 5 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the 6 of Cups. Look, we have successive cards. And we have that cup of love right there. We have Ceres, love and mother yourself. Damn. We have divination. We have self-care, love and mother yourself. This is definitely about self-care right here too. And we have luck. Okay. Well, shit. You guys are really emotionally connected to your manifestations. But if you want to and I feel like you guys could be really good at it and very powerful with it, using divination. Obviously, this is divination right here that we're doing right now. You were drawn to listen to this for a reason. There's something here that you definitely need to hear clearly, because this is coming up for you. But in order for you guys to manifest, and I feel like a lot of you want more love in your life, but in order for that to happen, you're going to have to become love yourself. And that starts with loving and mothering yourself, self-care. Stop with the self-defeating negative talk and always thinking the grass is always greener on the other side. This is about, spending too much time looking to the past and dwelling over things that haven't worked out and constantly woe is me attitude and stuff like this. And part of this could be stemming from shit that happened to you as a child, from your childhood, like when you were growing up, maybe stuff that happened to you, either whether this was with friend groups or family members, but it's really fucking negative and it needs to go. You need to start loving yourself more and stop thinking you're worthless or unworthy of love. That is where you are really fucking yourself, but good, because everything manifests. The universe brings you amazing opportunities and things because it's, the way that the divine shows you that they love you. They want you to be successful. They want you to have good things in life. They want you to have beauty and all these wonderful things, around you, surrounding yourself with beauty and stuff. But in order to have that, you're going to have to start taking better care of yourself and really watch the way you're talking to yourself, like big time, because this is showing a lot and it's stemming from shit that was just, put into your head as a child. You need to get over that shit and let it go. Okay. And move on. And because you have a lot of love, a lot to give, which, believe me, there will be people out there who will appreciate it. But in order for you to do that, you're going to have to let go of shit. Also, if this isn't resonating, like, oh, nothing bad has happened to me and, I had a good childhood or whatever, then this is something that is stemming and it's stuck to you from a past life, because we have the Six of Cups. Okay, this is not just childhood, that kind of shit, childhood memories, nostalgia, but it also has to do with past life connections. So, there's a need to maybe do some regression therapy here, okay, in order to find the source. But definitely what's going to lead you there is by taking really good care of yourself. Maybe you guys have been really abusing your bodies. You've been, not eating right. You've been sitting around too much. You haven't been exercising. You haven't been getting out in nature. You haven't been emotionally feeling, stable even. Maybe perhaps this is time to reach out to a therapist, to find therapy in order to heal your heart, find out why you are feeling so bad about yourself. Maybe there is something that happened that was kind of tragic in your childhood that you need to deal with now. You're not going to get here until you deal with that. Okay. It's time to do the damn thing. And for those of you who didn't have, again, it's past life stuff. But I do feel there is somebody coming in once that is resolved. And once you start, doing this and like feeling good about yourself again and stuff, you do have love coming at you in the form of a soulmate that is somebody who is definitely, you've had many lifetimes with before. Okay. So with the divination card, let's take a look at this. So divination is obviously a good way to help you to make choices. And when you do divination, you got to be honest, okay, and truthful, because not all tarot readings are all fucking roses and sunshine. And this is something in the years I've been doing this, that I've experienced with people is they will throw a fit and act like spoiled brats if they don't get some positive, and the tarot cards don't say exactly what they want it to say. And it instead calls them out on shit they need to fix first before they move on. They don't like hearing that. So they throw a fit and then they get all pissy about it. But hey, if it's coming up and it's kind of obvious, if you're reacting this way, you got shit that you need to fucking work on, biatch. You know what I mean? You got some stuff that you need to fucking unload and stop acting like an asshole, and maybe fucking good stuff will come your way. Okay. And yes, I'm being raw right now and just totally honest, but I can't help it anymore. I'm just calling it like I see it. Okay. It's like, if you can't handle hearing the truth, then you can't handle having a relationship. Okay. Until you fix stuff, you're not ready for that. Okay. Period. Literally accept your faults. You have an equal out there who's just as fucking good, who can really lift you up, and it's beautiful. But for some people, it's like, no, you got to still work on some shit first and release it. And like the people I'm talking about that have freaking attitude because, they don't like what they hear. Well, they need to hear it, okay, in order to heal it. especially if it's not even negative and it's just calling them out on something they need to fix. It's like, nobody's fucking perfect, honey. Deal with it. With divination, we have candle omens. Oh, this is a good one. Predict the outcome of your spells by paying special attention to how the candle wick burns. Tall, strong flames mean that your magic is flowing well and that the spell will be stronger than usual. An unsteady flame indicates that you're having trouble concentrating and focusing on your intentions. A normal flame means that things are all going as expected. A tiny, nearly snuffed out flame means the spell won't work. Lastly, a crackling or popping flame means the spell will work, but possibly in unexpected ways. That's another thing. If people don't have it exactly the way they imagine it, they throw a fucking fit again. And it's like, no, sometimes things happen the way they do because it's protecting you from something that is not good, you know? Also, I have to mention, when you're burning candle or doing some kind of candle magic, make sure you're not in a drafty place. You have to like literally check for drafts. Make sure it's not underneath like a vent or something like this, because that will affect the way the candle's burning and people like, oh my God, my candle did this and it did that. Dude, there's a draft. You know, it's like, come on, we have to use some common sense with magic too. So make sure that you're doing it in an undrafty place. Okay. But yes, burning of the candle to release the negativity. This is always a good thing because the candles are amazing because they basically represent all the elements. Okay. Because they're earth, they're air, they're fire, and they're water. You know, they're awesome. Candle magic is obviously, like, I love it. It's so much fun. So we have self-care. Let's take a look at this. Sweet dreams. Bless yourself with restful sleep. Open the shutters or step outside so you can sit in the moonlight. Speak to the moon and ask her to watch over you as you rest. Moon above, ruler of night, help me sleep in your quiet light. Peaceful sleep, come to me. Relax my body and let thoughts roam free. Oh my God, I love this. So why do I feel like for this group, somebody, I know I was just going off on the negativity thing, okay? And like the throwing of the fit of things that people need to fix, but I had to say that, okay? It was totally coming through. But also for some of you who aren't acting that way and totally like want to work on shit, the moon could be something that was very prominent from your childhood. And it's like you've always been obsessed with the moon and like love looking at it. And you just feel like maybe a little bit of melancholy when you look up at it, or it just feels like home, or, you know, there's something about the moon that's very comforting to you. If this is the case, then this reading is definitely for you. Also, before you go to bed at night, working with the candles could be a really, like just doing candle magic in general for this group as part of like releasing negativity and helping you to be the best version of yourself you can be, to attract self-love, like literally like lighting a candle, looking at yourself in the mirror and like, you know, acknowledging your inner child and loving that inner child and telling, you know, your inner child that everything is going to be okay and that you're beautiful and you're worthy of love and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Doing stuff like this, like literally candle magic also in front of a mirror amplifies the energy. Some cultures have like total like superstitions about mirrors. I happen to love them. I work with them a lot because it's just fucking honest. I don't know. It's like telling the truth, telling it like it is. You have to look at yourself and really see yourself when you're doing that. It helps to heal inner wounds, work with that inner child. Just try it. Just do it. Okay. So we have luck. We have Fehu coming up here. Wow. Oh my God. That's very summer solstice. Okay. Bake your way to sweet success. Cast a tasty spell for luck and wealth with cinnamon, a spice associated with success. Pick your favorite cinnamon cookie recipe or bread. Bread's another one. And bake as normal. Right before you pop the cookies into the oven, draw into each cookie the Nordic rune for success, wealth, and luck, Fehu, which is this right here. Okay? So, yeah. So obviously lunar energy is potent for you. That self-love stuff, working with candles, and then like literally baking your way, like making bread, especially I feel like this group, summer solstice, could be important for you. Also Lunisad. Lunisad is also a really good one because we have Ceres here and, you know, she's goddess of the grain and, you know, Persephone's mom. Also, for some of you, there's a need to forgive your mother. And even if you don't talk to her anymore, or you're like, kaputs, or maybe she's passed on, there is a need to forgive. You don't even have to say it to their face, okay? But like forgive and release and let go and realize that no matter what happened with your mom, okay, that you are very, very loved by the divine. If your mother is passed on and you had a good relationship with you, I feel like this is her. Oh my God, I'm getting so emotional. I'm really hitting it hard for somebody here. If your mother is passed on, she definitely wants you to know that please love yourself. Please take good care of yourself. And, just like she's screaming from behind the veil. And even this could even be a grandmother that you were close to telling you, please, honey, you deserve the best. Don't do this to yourself. Do what you can to make it better. And, I'm here for you. I'm guiding you. I'm watching over you. And this is so appropriate because we have Mother's Day coming up. Holy shit, this weekend. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. There's a need to work through that mother energy and release it. Okay. Especially on Sunday, Mother's Day. Really mother yourself. Okay. And if your mom is passed on, do a little altar offering for her, tell her you love her and stuff like this, thank her. She gave birth to you, whatever. If you, for some reason, have no connection to your mother, then this is a great time to heal that energy within yourself. Okay. And give yourself some self-love. All right. Totally. All right. So let's see what Ceres has to say here. Oh my God. Okay. Woo. Damn, I was feeling that one really hard. Okay, so love and mother yourself. Ceres is the Roman goddess of grain. Okay, Demeter is the other version of Ceres, okay? Basically, All right, so goddess of grain, harvest, and a mother's love for her child. She is the goddess of the full moon, a mother and a rescuer. She governs fertility and marriage, as well as the transitions that women experience from childhood to motherhood. For 6 months, For 6 months, Ceres' daughter was lost to the god of the underworld. While her daughter was away, Ceres sulked, which brought into the world the 6 months of autumn and winter. When her daughter finally returned, autumn and winter disappeared, and Ceres brought spring and summer in celebration. Just like Ceres' daughter, we also experience dark and difficult times. At some point in our lives, we realize we cannot expect others to solve all our problems. We have to learn how to navigate our lives on our own by making our own mistakes, learning from them, moving forward, and not waiting for a savior. Although Ceres wants to look after all her daughters, she is also here to teach us to protect ourselves, to be strong, and to work hard. And this is the message coming through for those of you with that passed on mother or matriarch. This is what she's trying to tell you here. So heed the message, okay? So mothering yourself ritual. Mothering yourself means meeting your emotional, physical, and spiritual needs as an adult, the way your mother might have done when you were a child. Take the time to do a simple ritual of self-love. Stop the negative self-talk. Be kind to yourself in your thoughts and actions. Be kind to your body and nourish it with healthy, warm food. Know that you are always loved. So that's that. Wow, that was heavy duty. Oh, and I've got massive tingles all over my body. That was intense. Okay, so with the cacao and rose, this is very interesting because she is making rose cacao for all the closed hearts that long to be opened. These twin soul ingredients will be drunk down by people whose tenderness has turned to stone, whose compassion has worn threadbare, who have been hurt too much by all the little cuts of life until every movement hurts them so. With this healing brew of rose petals, deepest crimson for love, for strength, for beauty, for an open heart, and the potent cacao, the heart will open again. They will feel deeply and exquisitely more than just the pain of life. They will again feel the bliss that lies beyond the pain, the bliss that for some has fled from their lives. When these two plant healers merge within the cauldron of the solitary witch, when the magical words are spoken, hearts broken and hearts closed, hearts frozen and hearts withered will begin to beat again with sheer joy at this existence. They may even open up to the loving of themselves once again. The cure for this world's hurts is love. The cure for people's pain is love. The cure for our loss and abandonment is love. And it sometimes takes a wise one to send out a spell to open the hearts of the many. The heart will awaken when kissed by the magic of the rose cacao. Lovers will smile when they drink in this bliss. And friends forgotten will re-enter barren lives once more. Her world will blossom into love and sweetness once again. So it says, a ceremony to fall again in love with life. The blessing of love magic. Ceremonial sharing of sacred foods. Opening the heart after a time of great caution. A return to believing in the magic of love. Gifting yourself love magic that focuses on the receptivity and wisdom of an open heart filled with blessings. And why do we need this? Because a heart that feels little to protect itself. Disbelief that sharing or ritual or magic exists anymore. A loss of the joy and magic of life. A fear of love, even a desire to love no more. A heart closed to others and to the possibility of deep love for the self. Too much pain from rejection. Relationships that curdle and become bitter. So again, this is what this group is about. It's about healing your heart, opening yourself up to love by becoming love. You can do this no matter what. Okay. And part of it also stems from recognizing the beauty within yourself as well as your surroundings. Take time out to sit in nature for a while, or a park, or wherever you have a green space, okay? And just observe and watch, whether there's people around, or I love people watching. Who here loves people watching? Okay. I just love to just chill sometimes and just watch people, because you see the most amazing things. You see truth when you do that. And you see the beauty of life, and you see all the gamut of emotions just flowing through. It's fascinating when you do this. I fucking love doing this. It's such a pleasure. And it also, I find it very inspiring. I get like amazing like spouts of creativity when I do this. It's really fucking amazing. So doing this and recognizing the beauty and watching like nature unfold before your eyes, watching the bees travel to each flower and how gentle they are. It's so fucking amazing. And this is like recognizing the beauty of all things around you, recognizing the way that somebody looks at another person and they smile. That's beauty. Watching the way that the sun rises and how the birds interact. It's everywhere. It's all around you. Once you start to do this on a regular basis, your heart the fucking ice on it starts to melt. Okay. You start to feel the rhythms of nature, and that love exists all around you. It is the only constant in the universe. Okay. It's how you were created. You were created from love, okay? So it's time to return to that now and really embrace it. And this is something that needs to be celebrated in a ceremony in particular. Make some cacao with rose petals in it. It's easy to get your hands on this stuff nowadays, okay? Edible rose petals that are like made for food. I have some. Rose water is another thing that's pretty easy to get. I think Middle Eastern stores carry this like all the time. I can get it at the local store here. It's everywhere. You can get these kind of things. And then cacao, like get high quality cacao. Different stores have that, and make yourself some and drink this and take in the pleasure and the beauty and feel your heart melt and warm your senses. And this is also a very sensual thing to do. Okay. Savor the taste. Savor the smells around you. Really become beauty and love. You can do this, okay? Most definitely. You never know where it might lead you to. I feel like by doing this, you're going to shit's going to shift and you're going to bring in a lot of abundance and a lot of love. It's going to be attracted to you as well. And doesn't matter what you look like either, okay? Beauty reigns true. And, you know, within the inside, that love, because to me, love is beauty, okay? And it comes in many forms, folks. You know, not the standard, I'm not talking the cover of Vogue bullshit, okay? I'm talking real beauty. And the way someone looks at you or smiles, you know, it's, oh God, it's just fucking magic, okay? It doesn't matter who it is. When they truly are genuine and you can see it exuding from their soul, they're so fucking beautiful, it's not even funny, all right? It doesn't matter, okay? Just trust me on this. All right. Rock it, work it, wear flowers in your hair. Start doing this, you know, walk through a rose garden, go to your local botanical gardens. Every fucking city in America has one. Go check it out. Go spend time there. Go pamper yourself, you know, and take freaking luxurious salt baths or herbal baths, rose petals in it, whatever. Just start doing this. It'll fucking shift your energy so hard. Okay, guys? So that's it. That's all I have for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe. If you'd like to check out more readings by me or jump on one of my personal reading tiers, you could do that over on my Patreon. The link is in the drop down box below. Thank you guys for being with me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.